Hey guys, so I thought that I would make this video to tell you guys the type of CNA that you don't want to be. And of course, I have my handy dandy notebook, but I only have 4 types of CNAs that you shouldn't be. Although I might make another video in the future just to kind of expand, because there are a couple of other types of CNAs that you shouldn't be, and I was holding right here because it says where I work right here. So the first type of CNA that you don't want to be is the CNA that never answers the call light. First of all, it's annoying to your coworkers, and it's just annoying in general. Secondly, it's not safe. It is dangerous to do that because you never know when the patient or resident might be calling because they are in pain, they have fallen, they might be having chest pains or trouble breathing, and you never really know what could be going on with them. So it's important to always answer your call light and always answer it within, the shortest amount of time possible. Obviously, it's not always possible to just drop what you're doing and go answer the light for someone, but at least try to make an effort to see them in as little time as possible, because it could be something really important. They could be in serious danger or having some serious issues, so it's important that you answer the call light as soon as possible. Of course, there will be the people who are constantly on the light, and that gets really annoying, but you still need to go in the room and find out what they want, because you never know when it could be the time that they actually need something. The second type of CNA that you don't want to be is the one that leaves people dirty or leaves people wet for the next shift. There will be bad days. There are heavy wetters who are always wet no matter what. But with those people, I tend to do rounds on them the last. So usually when the next shift comes in, they're at least dry for a little bit. Sometimes, even though I do them last, they're still wet by the time the next shift comes in, and then, if somebody checks and sees that they're wet, I will let them know, hey, let's change them together or whatever. I have no problem changing people before I leave, because it's part of my job to make sure that my people are dry, clean, and all situated and safe before I clock out. So that is part of my job responsibility. So when somebody is coming on shift, I have no problems helping change somebody, because, if it's my person and they're wet, then it's my responsibility to make sure I don't leave them that way for the next person. You will also quickly get a reputation as a bad CNA by doing that, so you don't want to start out at a new job like that, or start out as a new CNA doing that. I have worked behind several CNAs who do this. Some of them new, some of them seasoned CNAs, they've been a CNA for a while, but just don't do it. First of all, it's not right. Secondly, make sure that you're changing your residents. Don't leave them wet. It's just not right. You wouldn't want to be left in a soaking wet diaper, basically, an adult diaper. We call them briefs. We don't call them diapers, but, you wouldn't want to be left in a soaking wet diaper all day or for hours, so don't do it to these people. The third type of CNA you shouldn't be is the CNA that leaves without giving report. Even if everybody is the same that they've been the entire time, and the CNA who is relieving you is someone who normally works over there, at least let them know that nothing has changed. Don't just leave without, at least letting them know that nothing's changed. Even if it's something that simple, if things have changed or people have been sent to the hospital, or, you've gotten new patients or new residents, let them know that also. If somebody's sick or has diarrhea or is vomiting or has just had like a really hard time during your shift, let them know. Be courteous. If somebody, while you are changing shifts, if somebody is like on the bedpan or on the commode or something, on the bedside commode or in the bathroom, let them know that, because, It's so easy to get falls when it's change of shift. You know, you're not in the room as quickly because you're getting report and you're giving report. And if you can stay with that person while they're, you know, on the toilet or whatever, you know, obviously it's safer, or at least stay in the vicinity in case they need help or in case they're ready to get off the toilet. Just make sure you're giving report because it's important. People need to know what they're walking into. People need to know if there's new people or if somebody's level of assistance has changed. It's important for people to know these things. So make sure that you're giving report. Don't just walk out without saying anything, even if it's just as simple as, you know, hey, nothing's changed, nobody new or anything like that. Just letting them know that nothing has changed is a good move also. So just be courteous because you wouldn't want another CNA to leave you clueless. And the last and final type of CNA that you don't want to be is the CNA that won't help fellow CNAs or other coworkers. This job is not easy. It pays to do teamwork, especially when you're having like a really rough shift. It's great to be able to have people you can rely on to help you out, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed or you have like a heavy patient assignment, whether they're obese or heavy wetters. You know, you can work in teams and crank everybody out together. You know, don't just be there and when somebody asks you for help, just deny them. That's so rude. And it's not fair because there will come a day when you are having a rough shift or you're not feeling the greatest, that you will need help. And it's not fair for you to deny help when you know that it could be you who needs the help next. And, you know, who could blame them for saying no if you've already turned them down? So that is it. Those are the 4 types of CNA that you shouldn't be. Please, if you're a new CNA, take these things that I'm saying into consideration, put them up here, and remember them because these are important things. And whether you do these things or not will determine what kind of CNA you are and what kind of reputation you have and whether or not people will want to work behind you or work with you. So with that being said, that's all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video. If there's any other topics you'd like me to address or talk about, please let me know and I will do my best to get them filmed for you, and I will see you guys again in my next video.